Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hello, roller derby fans. Welcome to our second game of the evening. We are proud to host Baja Roller Derby earlier, going up against the AZRD All-Stars. And for you right now, in about 4 minutes, we've got just a funsy black and white mashup. We've got some Arizona friends, some Tucson friends I think I saw. We've got obviously some Baja friends. And in a minute, I will do a little bit of a roster call, but I always like to announce the team that always wins, our officials. I'm going to give them a little shout out. We've got Kit Ruff, Sweet and Sour Candy, Ms. Behaven, Sarar, Fickle Bitch, Triage, Low Key Loki, Notorious, Goldie Knox, McWinkle, Dysentery, Flash, Sherman, Scary Reed, Ms. Murder, and Keshi for our skating and non-skating officials. And as you might see on the stream, we are still huddled up. I will do a roster call in just a moment for our teams. Looks like they're getting a little pre-team psych up and huddle. All right, Derby skaters, this is your 1 minute warning for our second game of the evening. All right, looks like our officials are making their way to the track. Wearing a black jersey this evening, we have number 09, Vampira, number 11, Lena Bandita, number 13, F-Bomb, number 20, D20, number 222, Demi-Automatic, number 33, Mecca, number 38, Colette Razorcat, number 41, Joliet Jane, number 45, Ammunitia, number 574, Axel, number 79, Kalaka, number 86, Flip, number 99, Keller, and rounding out the black team roster is your captain, number 264, Velasco Sauce. And wearing white jerseys this evening, we have number 00, Bully Holiday, number 113, Sid Vicious, number 13, Sick Mint, number 22, Mercedes, number 27, Babe Toven, number 31, 2x4, number 33, Morph, number 3381, Hella Naughty, number 35, Red Hot, number 420, Novocaine, number 505, Cherry Popper, 810 Pound Town, number 83 Panda, number 911 Ambience, and rounding out your white team skaters today is the captain, number 7 Skatey Katie. Looks like taking the track, we've got Mecha Attack jamming for the black team, and looks like Novocaine jamming for white. All right, looks like Mecha up at the front of the pack trying to push her way through. Both teams really putting up some great defense. Everybody's still pretty fresh out here, it looks like. Just barely making it into turn 2, and Mecha is your lead jammer, breaks the pack. Looks like we might have a star cover pass in progress. We'll see if we're successful as Mecha gets 4 points on that pass. Looks like the jammer has now become Panda for the white team. All right, very quick. Looks like 7 or 8 points for the team in black. All right. Leaving the team in white scoreless. All right, we've got number 810 Pound Town jamming for white. And Axel, number 574, jamming for black. Axel, former teammate of mine, a powerhouse. And just as I say that, she gets out as your lead jammer. Pound Town getting pushed inside at the front of the pack as Axel comes up against a 1 or 2, no, it looks like the full team of black team blockers. Now both jammers neck and neck as we come around turns 3 and 4. See how these teams reset. We've got some black team blockers up in the front. Some other black team blockers trying to break up that white team defense as their jammer comes up. Great strategy there. Let's see, did she get any? I'm seeing no points on that pass, but 4 total for the black team. White team still scoreless. They're putting out Hella Naughty. That's a great choice. Going up against Demi-Automatic for the black team. I blinked for just a moment and the jammers were in the pack. Oh, Demi-Automatic lead jammer for the black team. Helenati breaking past Kalaka at the front of the pack. Not an easy blocker to break through. Demi-Automatic with 2 to beat at the front of the pack. Great offense there by Kalaka on Lena Bandina. Let's see if it was worth it. Looks like white team still scoreless. Black team picking up 2 total from that jam. And we're gonna head into jam 4 with Skatey Katie wearing the star for the white team and Mecha for the black team. Skatey Katie doing a little bit of blocking there off the line, just kind of holding Mecha to the line. And oh, using that inside line, Skatey Katie, your lead jammer for the white team, their first lead jam of this game. Pack is speeding up, that's a great strategy. Skatey Katie is a very quick jammer. And with a little bit of a hip flip, she gets her points and calls it off. Looks like holding black scoreless 4-0. First points on the board for the white team. All right, we've got Axel back on the track. Looks like white team so far has a 3 jammer rotation. This is the white team's first reuse of a jammer in the form of Novocaine, number 420. So it could be a 4 jammer rotation. I might be overthinking this for a funsy black and white scrimmage, but I also do like stats, so there you go. We've got Axel hopping through on turn 1, trying to find that inside line. I believe there was an out of play, and Axel is, oh, she is not released. She is headed to the penalty box. So I believe she was lead jammer and is now going to sit for 30 seconds. So we've got Novocaine fighting her way still back behind the jammer line, getting recycled and in not the fun sustainability way, in the soul crushing way. Novocaine able to step around, flip around the outside, but takes a little bit of a stumble and flip pops right back up. Looks like we've got Colette Razorcap putting in work out there. Flipper off, trying to pull that cut track penalty, really doing a great job of killing the time on that penalty as Axel is approaching the pack as the jammer. So this will be, I believe, a 2-minute jam because now Novocaine has taken the helmet cover off. I'm not sure if Axel was the lead jammer when she went to the box, but now it's 2 minutes of fun. Axel making it through, getting those 4 points, and I believe we had this star pass before to Panda earlier when it was Novocaine. Let's see if Panda can get any more traction or better traction than Novocaine could. Seeing a lot of whistles and a cut track call on Panda. Also, looks like Kalaka has a blocker heading to the box. All right, let's see where we ended up with the dust settling there. Black team putting up 8 points and white team held scoreless. So we've got black at 21 and white at 4. All right, wearing the star for black, we've got Vampira, her first time jamming this time, and this is a power start in favor of black, as we've got Novocaine sitting in the box from that last jam. Vamp able to find that inside line to get that lead jammer status. All right, black trying to hold white to pick off maybe a point or two to help out Vamp. And I believe we may have a couple of folks exiting the penalty box here soon. Keller doing a great job of keeping the pack with her with ambience there. Panda hitting the pack at the back there just as the jam is called. Great strategy there, another 4 points for the black team. All right, we've got Mecha wearing the star for the black team, and Morph. We've got the dueling 33s, not confusing at all. This is the first time we've had Morph jam for the white team, so maybe we're trying some new strategies, see who can get some traction. Looks like we might be losing a white team jammer. Mecha attack recycling, kind of. There we go, getting just one-on-one blocking there with Hella Naughty, which is honestly not the way you want to spend your time as a jammer. Woo. We've got D20 recycling, excellent, recycling Morpho back, and we've got Mecha Attack, your lead jammer for the black team. Morpho taking off that helmet cover. We'll see if she's successful in either putting it back on or giving it away. Smart decision there, gave it to Hella Naughty. All right. Hella Naughty getting tripped up a little bit there in the pack, able to exit and wear the star as the jammer for the white team, as Mecha Attack is cycled back by Lena Bandita to the edge of turn 2 before Hella Naughty can score any points. We're going to do just a quick check there, make sure everybody gets up off the track. That was a quick 5-point jam in favor of the black team. White team still scoreless with a total score of 4. And friends, if you are in the venue, make sure you grab a raffle ticket. We are going to call that 50-50 raffle at halftime in this game. And on the track, we have new jammer number 41 for the black team. That is Joliet Jane. And then Skatey Katie holding it down for the white team in the back of the pack. And Joliet Jane, your lead jammer for the black team. Two very tall, very fast jammers. Skatey Katie just not getting any luck there at the front of the pack. There we go. Was able to take off the helmet cover and is also being assessed a cut track call by Sherman. So this is a power jam in favor of Joliet Jane on the black team. Both teams lining up. Black team looking to maybe do some offense. White team trying to neutralize that offense. We'll see how successful they are. Ooh, everybody goes down at the front of the pack here. Panda with a great hit out there, recycling Joliet Jane back to the far straightaway. And Joliet Jane hears from the bench that maybe it's time to call it off. We are still going to have at least partial power start for the black team. Skatey Katie is standing in the box, so that means 10 seconds or fewer before she is released. And that was a quick 8 points for the black team. I do wonder what the vibe is on the bench for the white team. Are we assessing? All right, we have Demi Automatic, number 222 for the black team. Again, with that quick power start. See how well she can manage being the only jammer on the track for just a moment. And Skatey Katie has entered the pack from the penalty box. She's got one to beat at the front of the pack, and Skatey Katie is your lead jammer for the white team. This is the second time that the white team has gotten lead jam in this game. In all 9 of those jams, and points are scored. The white team has doubled their score, friends. We love to see it. So we've got 8-38 right now. As both teams reset, we've got 33 versus 33-81. Lots of threes today. Both teams at full strength. Penalty box is empty unless announcer curse happens, in which case we'll know fairly soon. Really a scrum pack there. Mecca is pushed, but back to the back of the pack, and Hella Naughty, your lead jammer for the white team. Back-to-back lead jams for the white team. Is this the tide turning? Oh, Hella Naughty with 2 to beat there and gets through, and it looks like Velasco Sauce heading to the penalty box for a cut track call, as we've got 4 points on the board so far for the white team. Black team does a star pass to the pivot. That looks like it's Ammunitia. Love that girl. Helenati checking out where Nisha is in the pack, checking with the bench. Looks like Helenati's going to try and rack up some more points. It looks like the white team has Nisha pretty well settled at turn 3. Helenati also getting recycled back by fellow jammer Mecha Attack. And Ammunitia, able to break the pack and gets a cut track call for her problems. So this is now really, it's Helenati's, it's her game. She could choose to call it if she wanted, or she can take this penalty power jam situation in her favor. Looks like she is going to play it. I believe I heard her say, like, hit, give me some offense. We love that. And calls it off. 16 points for Helenati, bringing them all the way up to 24. It looks like we did get 3 points on the board for the black team before the penalties happened. Way to close that gap, white team. We'd love to see it. All right, Skatey Katie now with the Jammer Star. This is a great choice for white. The pack starting way up at the pivot line. This is going to give Skatey Katie a chance to really get some speed. Black is also trying to protect their points, so they're going to rush out to the front and try and push this pack out. But really, they're going to spread themselves out, and Skatey Katie is so great at utilizing any gaps in a pack just like that. She is your lead jammer for the white team. This is now the third back-to-back jam that white has gotten lead on. Ammunition out of the penalty box and out of the pack. Blink and you'll miss her. All right, lots of whistles. We're gonna just check out some stuff. We might have a skate issue here. And I believe I'm seeing an official review signal as well. So we are just gonna let everyone sort their things out. Much love to our skating and non-skating officials for watching us, keeping us honest, keeping us safe, and much love to our medics who, without them, we could not play this game. And again, if you are in the venue, we do have a 50-50 raffle that the proceeds are going to benefit the juniors. So make sure you grab a kiddo, grab a junior, and give them some money for a raffle ticket or 2 or 5. And if this is one of your first times seeing Arizona Roller Derby on Twitch, make sure you follow us on other social media outlets as well. We are on Instagram at AZ Roller Derby. That is where we have a lot of our awesome announcements happening for when we're having games, when we're having events. I know AZRD is going to be at the upcoming Pride Parade. If you're watching this on Twitch and you're like, wait, Pride is not in October, in Arizona it totally is, because we can't have parades in June. It's not safe. All right, looks like we have officials having a little bit of a conversation. I know I saw the official review signal go up, so if I hear from the officials what the review is about, I will tell you. Otherwise, I will make wild claims. Sound good? We've got somebody talking to the scoreboard. And just a quick score check. We are at 41-27. There's, looks like 3 points from that last jam. As we start jam 12, we've got Axel wearing this star for the black team, number 574. And we do still have the jammer in the penalty box, Skatey Katie. It looks like maybe lost that official review. Axel, though, heading to the penalty box. So we will have a little jammer switch out. If you've never seen this, Axel will only serve as many seconds as Skatey Katie has served. So if Skatey Katie served 12 seconds, then Axel only has to serve 12. And we will not have a lead jammer. So actually, I take that back. Skatey Katie may be able to, achieve lead jammer. Little hit to the inside there by Kalaka, former teammates. So you know how it is. And Skatey Katie out as lead jammer. Little rule dust off in my head, and Axel right behind her. Axel making quick work of that pack. Skatey Katie again with Kalaka at the back of the pack and calls it before Axel can come back through. Smart strategy there. Looks like we've got 3 in the air for the black team for the white team, sorry. Sorry, Sherman. And none for the black team. So we've got an even 30 now for the white team and 41 for the black team. White team doing a great job of closing that gap. We've got Demi-Automatic wearing the star for the black team. And, Sid Vicious, first time jamming for the white team. And she is your lead jammer. This is now the 5th jam in a row that the white team has gotten lead for. And just like that, a little hit it and quit it, I see 1 point in the air for the white team. Just chipping away. 10-point game. All right. We've got Mecha Attack and Pound Town And we do have an empty penalty box, so full strength, full teams. Mecca getting tracked really well by Panda at the back of the pack there, as Pound Town has one to beat, and she is your lead jammer for the white team. White team on a streak. Mecca still with 3 to beat up there. It looks like Lena Bandita trying to do some offense for her. Meanwhile, Pound Town trying to find some outside, a lane on the outside and getting recycled. Now ping pong to the inside. Mecca moving a little more slowly. I think she might have gotten her bell rung a little bit there. Both jammers just really getting pushed around by these packs. Really strong blockers here. And like I said, we are at full strength. The Mecca attack just stopped at the back of the pack. Pound Town getting recycled back. We're just gonna hang out at the pivot line all day today. I think this is the jam for that. I'm seeing the helmet cover off signal by the refs. I'm assuming that is the Mecca's helmet cover. I think it may have gotten handed to her pivot. Announcer vision, it's a little tough to see. Hopefully you guys can see it better from your seats. Pound Town with 1 to beat. Everybody's on the floor. All right, and we have a lead jammer, or 4 points for Pound Town. She was already your lead jammer. And calling it off, honestly, great choice. That was a hard jam. All of that work for 4 points, but that does bring our score up to 35-41. Slowly but surely, the white team is chipping away. We've got Joliet Jane wearing the star for the black team. We've got Hella Naughty wearing the star for the white team. Great, great jammer matchup. This is why I love roller derby, you guys. To see cool stuff like this. Joliet Jane coming up to the front, trying to bounce her way in and out. Hella Naughty, just so light on her feet. Really a testament to how strong these blockers are. It's holding back both of these jammers. And just as I say that, Joliet Jane is your lead jammer for the black team, regaining some of that momentum. We had 6 jams in a row that the white team were lead. Joliet Jane now trying to break that. See, we've got 4 points on that point scoring pass, and Hella Naughty has not exited the pack yet. Looks like we've got the looks like Keller heading to the penalty box for the black team. Kalaka really just being very sustainable and recycling Hella Naughty over and over again. Hella Naughty flirting with that, maybe that helmet cover pass. Hasn't taken it off yet though, so could be mind games, which are also very effective in roller derby. The pack moving nice and slow around turn 2. Joliet Jane looking around, deciding, you know what, that's enough. That was at least 8 points. It looks like 11 total, if I can count correctly, for the black team. Yep. Bringing them up to 52. White team is staying at 35. All right, we've got Axel wearing the star, going up against Novocaine. Looks like we might need to, the pivot is in the box for the black team, so we needed to remove that helmet cover. Otherwise, there's a penalty for that. The captain has to serve it. It's really irritating if you're the captain. And, ooh, Axel almost out of the pack. Looks like she did pass the hips before she took a knee and is running as your lead jammer for the black team. Novocaine at the back of the pack. I see a whistle. I hear a whistle. Keshi did assess a cut track penalty. It looks like it is to Novocaine, so this is a power jam in favor of the black team. I don't know if Axel knows that yet. And looks like we're going to call that and restart. All right, we're going to reset here again with white jammer in the penalty box. That was a quick 4 points for the black team. right. Demi-automatic, the only jammer on the track right now, wearing the star for black, able to get through. She does take a knee, but her hips are in front of the jammer or the blocker behind her. So she did get lead jammer and then immediately got a cut track because she did not recycle herself back correctly. So, and just as we're saying that, Novocaine has left the penalty box and is re-entering the track for this jam, coming again from the previous jam. Getting no love there from a trio of blockers. I can see Colette Razorcat doing the work. Looks like white team might be doing some passive offense, letting Novocaine fight for herself. Oh, it looks like we're sending Mercedes to do some offense. Great choice. Novocaine just really having a hard time pushing her way through, and we do have both jammers on the track now. Demi-automatic able to sneak on through. So she is not your lead jammer, but she is a jammer who could be scoring points. Oh, with a bean dip on the outside, nearly untouched. 4 more points for Demi-automatic. All right, I see the helmet cover removal gesture by the skating officials. And it looks like Beethoven might be the happy recipient. White pivot. Not sure. There's a lot of bodies between me and what's happening over there. So apologies if that's not actually what's happening. Oh, nope, I see it. Babe is recycling Demi-automatic back. Ooh, so far. So far. Babe is the jammer for the white team, so she can do this. Yep. I honestly love that gadget, but only when I'm watching or announcing. I do not love it when it happens against me in play. So the other jammer had to go in behind Beethoven, and Beethoven was going to recycle her back around as far as possible before the jam ended. So good times. That's a good rules, if you want to study your rules and see why that works. All right, we've got no personal space. We have Sid Vicious going up against Vampira. That was pretty great. Sid Vicious, number 113 for the white team. Vampira, number 09 for the black team. Sid Vicious getting recycled way back by Keller. Vamp at the front of the pack. This is a really extended pack. Vampira, though, with a full line of white team blockers to go against. I see Bully over there. I see Skatey Katie. Looks like there might be some offense trying to happen. Yeah, I see that. Looks like Juliet Jane trying to do some offense for Vampira. But meanwhile, Sid Vicious, your lead jammer for the white team. Sid Vicious in point scoring position. Ooh, was doing a little bit of toe stop running there on the outside line. Was not able to stay in bounds. Has to get recycled back to the pivot line. Meanwhile, Vampira also trying to help out her pivot. Looks like there was a switch to Keller there on the black team. White team really just not moving. Vampira trying to do offense for the player that she just gave the helmet cover to, and yeah, that is looks like a 3-person blocking crew of Bully Holiday, Skatey Katie, and Hella Naughty. Honestly, could never. That's my nightmare. So in that jam, we have 2 points on the board for the white team. We have 37-61. Honestly, it feels like it should be a lot closer with the way these teams are fighting for this like funsy black and white scrimmage. Love to see it as we start jam 19. Wearing the star for the white team is Morph. Wearing the star for the black team is Axel. Axel trying to push her way through that front of the pack. Morph trying to sneak around the outside, and Axel is your lead jammer for the black team. Morph taking the inside line. Looks like she did a star stash and is putting it back on. She's like, listen, I wasn't lead anyway. Might as well stash it. Ooh, big hit to the inside there by Mercedes. Mercedes can hit like a truck. So, yep, that's a good reason to call it off. Quick 4 points there for the black team. Just trying to keep that lead. Lots of smiles from that hit coming off the track. We love to see it. Roller derby is where you don't go easy on your friends out of respect. All right, we've got Skatey Katie wearing the star for the white team and Demi Automatic again for the black. You can see we've got some a pretty tight jammer rotation. We've got the same 3 or 4 skaters wearing the star, which I kind of love, but I do hope we get to see some other jammers try their wares out here. Again, it's a fun black and white scrimmage. And Skatey Katie, your lead jammer for the white team. Now, it was Skatey Katie that started that 6 jam rush of the white team getting lead. Oh, a beautiful like pirouette on the outside. Oh my gosh, for 4 more points for Skatey Katie. Demi Automatic heading to the penalty box. I do not see the jammer cover. I may have missed a pass, or maybe it's in her hand. Regardless, Skatey Katie with 4 more points. So yeah, it looks like I do see Demi Automatic must have had it in her hand, so she is sitting as the jammer. So power jam in favor of the white team. And a cut track being assessed on Skatey Katie by Sherman. Looks like Demi Automatic about to exit the track. We only have about 20 seconds left in this jam, so we will just continue to the jam's natural conclusion. So Skatey Katie able to get 8 points. We'll see what Demi Automatic can do in these last couple of seconds here. Oh, penalty. Looks like a cut track being assessed on somebody. Looks like white blocker Pound Town. All right, and Demi Automatic able to make it through. We are on our 15 seconds left in this jam. Skatey Katie also going to re-enter the pack as well. Ooh, did you see the apex jump? Beautiful job. All right, and just like that, friends, it is intermission. Again, make sure if you're in the venue, you grab a 50-50 raffle ticket, and we have a quick 15-minute intermission. We will see you soon.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, this is your 2-minute warning. We are coming back to the game. And just a couple of stats, just again, for our funsy black and white game. While the teams are about 20 points apart, they were evenly matched in lead jams. So we had about 20 jams and pretty much 50-50 black team and white team. But you can see black team, when they did get lead jam, really capitalized on it. And white team, when they got lead jam, it was a couple of large jams and then a bunch of smalls. So I'm very curious to see if anybody adjusts. I was just telling some friends on the black team that I would love to see some other jammers, visual interest. Now, whether or not they listen to the announcer, we'll find out. All right, we've got about 45 seconds here. And in case you were curious, we did have a 50-50 raffle, obviously for the folks in the venue, not as much for Twitch. And the announcer who's announcing right now did buy a lot of tickets and happened to win. So just goes to show you, friends, support the raffle. All right, we've got 10 seconds left. Looks like the black team getting back on the track. They're gonna send out Joliet Jane for this first jam. White team sending out Skatey Katie. Both jammers very tall and similar skating styles. You can see them giving a little bit of a pressure on each other before they hit their respective opposite packs. A lot of pushing. Oh, Skatey Katie getting hit out by Joliet Jane. And not able to avoid Colette Razorcat either. Joliet Jane looking for the outside. Skatey Katie finding the inside as she is your lead jammer for the white team. Joliet Jane, though, not too far behind. We'll see if Skatey Katie tries to really cash in some points. There we go. Quick 4 points. Haul it and call it off. So we ended the last half, 69 points for black and 49 points for white. So we're going to start with that nice number for black, and white is now at 53. We've got Axel wearing the star for the black team and Morph for the white team. Axel pushing in lanes 3 and 4. Morph trying to find a hole with her own team, but does get hit by her team, who's also being pushed by someone else. D20 is hitting a friend, so yeah. Axel, your lead jammer, coming around on that point scoring pass as Morph is doing took off the star. Now, we did see her do this earlier where she took it off and did not pass it. She's really got a full complement of blockers in front of her. Meanwhile, Axel with 1 to beat, although I think that 1 is hella naughty, so that's like 1.5. And she does make it out. It looks like blocking out of play is being assessed on Helenati, so we've got 2 white blockers in the box. It looks like Panda is joining Helenati there. So white team at a diminished capacity there, diminished strength, as Axel is with coming around with another 4 points. Morph, though, putting the helmet cover back on. And great strategy there on Axel, getting those 3 point scoring passes for her team and calling it off, holding white scoreless. There we go, 12 points up to 81 for the black team. And we're still sitting at 53 for the white. All right, we've got Demi Automatic wearing the star for the black team, and I believe that's Novocaine for the white team. Semi-automatic getting recycled back. Ooh. 2x4's doing a great job out there. And demi-automatic for the black team, your lead jammer. Lots of action happening there on turns 1 and 2. Looks like we have a star pass from Novocaine to Hellinati. Smart decision to force that call off. We've also had a couple of things falling off our skaters today. I think we may have lost a nose piercing. I'm not sure what we just picked up off the floor this time. It's all fun. All right, we've got Skatey Katie wearing the star going up against Mecha Attack. Well, that was a quick 2 points there for the black team in that last jam, bringing them up to 83 as we start jam 4. Skatey Katie just ping-ponging back and forth, trying to find a hole that the black defenders aren't in. Oh, and Velasco Sauce getting headed to the box for her trouble, and Mecha is your lead jammer for the black team. Skatey Katie in the pack, I believe, go ahead and donated that jammer helmet cover to number 113, Sid Vicious, the pivot for white team. Skatey Katie now doing some formerly jammer blocking on Mecha. Beautiful recycle there by Keller on Sid Vicious. Even though this is just a fun black and white game, friends, we are still going full force. And if this seems like something that you might want to be a part of, AZRD is a nonprofit organization, originally founded in 2003. And if you're interested in learning how to skate or learning to play roller derby, join us. We do have a QR code that should be showing on the Twitch stream, or you can go to azrollerderby.com. And just as I finished saying that, Sid Vicious escapes the pack and does put on that jammer helmet cover. Mecha, seeing the writing on the wall, goes ahead and calls it off. All right, when the dust has settled, that was an 8-point jam for the black team, bringing them up to 91. White team at 53, we almost have a double score here. All right, Morph jamming against Vampira. Morph wearing the white helmet cover, Vampira wearing the black one. You can hear the bench coaching their team. I have definitely been guilty of pivoting from the bench or coaching from the bench as a player and not a coach. Vamp trying to push her way through that front. Honestly, she's got, it looks like Lena and Hellinati in front of her. Now getting some help from Razorcat. Oh, Vamp able to find some daylight there. And she is your lead jammer. This is now the 4th jam in a row that the black team has gotten lead jam. Morph is, has the helmet cover off. Looks like there might have been a confusion on the call there. Who is not confused is Vamp with 4 more points. Kind of blink and you'll miss. She made it right through. Looks like we do have the white pivot in the box. I think that might be Hellinati. It's hard to see from here. Vamp getting pushed in by Red Hot with help from team. Getting recycled back to turn 2. Making sure we don't break the pack so we can still continue to block from the back of the pack. And Vamp able to sneak around that outside for her 4 points. All right, looks like Morph successfully able to give the helmet cover to Hellinati after Hellinati exited the penalty box. So the pack has loosened up considerably. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there we go. Vampira out of the pack. Pack very spread out. What a gift. Huge 12-point jam for Vampira. Fabulous job there. Bringing the score for black 103, breaking that century mark to white 54. Rolling into jam 6, we've got Skatey Katie going up against Demi Automatic. Very, it's the tall and the short here. Does take lots of body types to be successful in Derby. If we were all just one body type, it would be really, really boring. Also not great. I love that Kalaka is just showing Katie where she wants her to go. Skatey Katie pushing her way, trying to push her way past Flipper Off and Velasco Sauce. Able to get through, and Skatey Katie is your lead jammer for the white team. The white team has not been lead jammer since Skatey Katie was jamming last in the very first jam of this half. All right, we do have a white team blocker heading to the box. I believe that's Panda. And I think I see the black helmet cover not on a teammate. There we go. Kalaka doing the sign of the cross as she puts the jammer cover on. I think that was her prayers answered. She was not interested in wearing that star cover. We appreciate that. That was a quick 2 points there for the white team, bringing them to 56. Black team still at 103. All right, we've got frequent jammer matchup Mecha attack going up against Novocaine. As we start jam 7 here. Novocaine just really putting her shoulders into those blockers, getting really low and very light on her feet. Able to run through past her own blocker, and she is your lead jammer for the white team. Mecha attack, exclaiming with glee that she is chasing Novocaine. All right, what are these teams gonna do? Both jammers are hitting at almost the same moment. Mecha takes the inside, Novocaine takes the outside, calls it. Let's see, the refs are giving 1 point to the white team and 0 points to the black team. All right, we've got, again, two very, very tall, similarly skating jammers. We've got Joliet Jane and Skatey Katie. Skatey Katie looking for the inside. Joliet Jane trying to push to the outside, also popping to the inside. And Skatey Katie able to find that daylight. Every time Skatey Katie has been out this half, she has gotten lead jam status. Sherman making sure Joliet Jane knows that she is not the lead jammer. Oh, with the Jersey whip. With the Jersey whip, Skatey Katie gets out, gets her 4 points, and calls it off. We love a good Jersey whip for sure. Black team held scoreless, and white team getting those 4 points. All right, we haven't seen Pound Town jam much in this half. Actually, not at all in this half. Going up against Axel. I like that white team is changing it up a little bit. Axel pushing her way, trying to push her way through Helenati and Bully Holiday up at the front of the pack. I know there's a third blocker up there. Pound Town with, looks like D20 and Velasco Sauce. And you know what? Axel is your lead jammer for the black team. Pound Town getting cheers from the crowd as she emerges. And it looks like our penalty box is empty, so both teams at full strength. As Axel sees the writing on the wall, sees Pound Town coming through and calls it off. It looks like a quick 2 points there for the black team. All right. right. We've seen this matchup a couple times already. We've got Demi Automatic on the black team going up against Novocaine for the white team. The black blockers rolling back to meet Novocaine. That's a great strategy, not giving her any space. Meanwhile, Demi Automatic, your lead jammer for the black team. The entire inside line open. It looked like Panda was trying to get a piece of that jammer. I believe Demi got hit out on the outside there. I'm not sure who did it. We're gonna just have a nice little recycle back to turn 4 by Skatey Katie. So this is Demi Automatic's point scoring lap, and now it looks like Novocaine has acquired a cut track call and is headed to the penalty box. So this is a power jam in favor of the black team. Demi Automatic could choose to skate her way through it or give it a call off prematurely and let her team do some things. I don't think they can hear me, but maybe they can. So that was a quick 4 points there for the black team. So we're having a power start. Oh, and we are going to field D20. First time jamming in this game for the black team. And again, we've got white jammer in the penalty box for at least 20 seconds. She is still sitting. D20 looking for that inside line. Black team doing some offense, trying to help her. And D20 looks to the refs. Was it legal? Was it not? No, it was not. It looks like maybe her skate did touch the inside. So D20 does get lead jam and then does go to the penalty box. I'm not sure if the lead and I'm not sure in which order the lead and the penalty happened. So meanwhile, on the track, Novocaine exiting the penalty box to try and make her initial pass does take off the helmet cover. And we are looking for that pivot. Oh, looks like that was a little psych out there. We are wearing the pivot cover, or sorry, wearing the star helmet cover. And Novocaine is your jammer of record for the white team. Big hit there on turn 2 as Novocaine comes up against three solid blockers from the black team. D20 is on the track. I'm not sure if the helmet cover is in her hand. I presume it is. And just like that, we have another star pass. D20 did pass it to Axel, and Novocaine passed it to Helenati. I might have those teams backwards. Apologies. Okay, so both pivots are now both jammers. And the jam comes to its natural conclusion. What an exhausting 2-minute jam. I believe I'm seeing a timeout being requested. That makes total sense. So quick score check, that was 4 points for the black team, bringing them up to 113. And 8 points for the white team for a nice 69. So these two teams are sort of trading lead jams. So we started off with the white team just getting lead jammer once. And then we had a run of 4 jams back to back with black getting lead jam. And then we switched up. We had 3 jams in a row with white getting lead jam. And now we're back to black on the run getting 3 lead jams in a row. So I think also it's just a good idea to have a little bit of a timeout after we do a full 2-minute jam, especially with all of the jammer switch outs, some of the penalties. Maybe good to take a moment, reassess, chit chat about maybe the after party or, you know. All right. Looks like we are ready to play some roller derby. We've got Sid Vicious wearing the Jammer Star for the white team. I believe this is her first time starting with the Jammer Star in this half. She has received it in a Star Pass once earlier, and she's going to go up against Mecha. So we have 3-3 versus 1-1-3. I do kind of miss that we don't have Morph going, so it's 3-3 versus 3-3. Anyway, so we got Sid Vicious pushing her way up the middle there, and also Mecha Attack honestly just laying into the black team blockers there. Sid Vicious, though, making quick work of that track, getting up. Ooh, Ammunition taking a piece of Sid and recycling her back to turn 4 as she is on her point scoring pass. Mecha still on the close straightaway, not able to find any daylight there to try and get through. So she is still on her initial. Very scrummy pack. Everybody's just kind of an amoeba right now with the pivot line. Sid Vicious getting pushed around a bit by Keller there at the back of the pack. I did see the helmet comer come off of Mecha's helmet on purpose. It looks like she is holding it in her hand though, but I'm always curious what the strat is there. Joliet Jane just trying to push at the start of turn 1. There's a lot of bodies between the announcer and the action. So you on Twitch could probably see a little bit better than I can for what we're doing. I believe, ooh, big hit there on the inside to Mecha by number 83, Panda. But Mecha does succeed in passing that star to Ammunition. And just as we're doing that, the jam is called off. All right, that is 4 points for the white team, bringing them to 73. Black team held scoreless that jam with 113. I am enjoying the star passes. I think that's a really great strategy if this was your second game or you would just know that you're not having a successful jam. Getting that jammer star out off of your head and out of the pack is the way to go. All right, speaking of the way to go, we've got Demi-Automatic going up against Hella Naughty. Two very strong jammers fighting it out right now. White team did have the lead jammer on the last run, and it looks like they're going to have it again in this run for Hella Naughty. Demi-Automatic getting hit by, I believe that's Mercedes at the back of the pack. We get to Ambulance as well, and Hella Naughty just taking a leisurely stroll, getting those 4 more points. Really closing that gap for the white team. We've got double 7s on the scoreboard right now. Oh, Kalaka with the last minute attempt there to unseat Hella Naughty, but footwork is where it's at. And I believe we have had a star pass to Vampira on the black team. So we're gonna see if Vamp can get that star out. Maybe put some pressure on the white team. Hella Naughty sneaking around the outside. Oh, able to shake off first Kalaka, then Colette Razorcat, but Kalaka comes back in for that second hit. And great strategy there by Hella Naughty to call it off before Vampira makes it around as well. Huge 12-point jam for the white team, bringing them up to 85. Black team still held scoreless. This is the second jam in a row that the white team have gotten lead on. All right, we've got number 41, Joliet Jane, for the black team, going up against Pound Town for the white team. We do have an empty penalty box, so both teams at full strength, and Joliet Jane hops out to be your lead jammer for the black team. So this does break that white team streak. They only had 2 lead jams in a row this time, as we are in jam 14 with about 9.5 minutes left. Pound Town getting recycled back to the far straightaway there by number 99, Keller. It looks like D20 and Ammunition with Flip, making sure that the pack is in play at the top there. Again, if we don't have a pack, we cannot play. Black team really guiding Pound Town just to really hold her steady. Meanwhile, Juliet Jane through on a point scoring pass. All right, and it looks like we do have a penalty, a star cover pass to number 83, Panda. Great strategy there. Again, if you can't get out, pass that star and get it out. All right, as the dust settles there, that was another 8 points in favor of the Black team. So bringing them up to 121. All right, I see we've got Axel wearing the star for the Black team and Sid Vicious for the White team. Sid was just in 2 jams ago. She is a powerhouse today. Axel, your lead jammer for the Black team. Sid Vicious getting a piece of Kalaka, both at the front inside and the front outside, giving Black team enough time to coalesce around her again. Alina Bandita, doing a great job of holding back Axel on the outside there. She's able to make her way around for 4 points on this point scoring pass. All right. Solid work there by Axel. Get your points called off. That was 2 point scoring passes. So 8 points up to 129. White team scoreless, still at 85. Okay, jamming for the first time in this half, we have Ambience, number 911, going up against Mecca, number 33, for the Black team. I believe this is Ambience's first jam, maybe of this game. I don't believe I saw her in the first half either. I love a fun jammer rotation. All right, and Mecca is out. Your lead jammer for the Black team. This is now the 3rd jam in a row that the Black team has gotten lead. Ambience with the helmet cover in her hand. Both teams using that strategy more and more. The minute you don't get lead, taking that cover off. Is she gonna pass it? Is she gonna put it back on? Who can say? It's a great way to maybe split attention for the Black team. Are they looking at the jammer cover? Are they looking at the pivot? And Mecca watched the jammer cover go into Panda's hand and then called it off. Great strategy there. Looks like that was a quick 4 points there for the Black team. Bringing them 133, White team at 85. And again, about 5.5 minutes left in this game. So thrilled that you have joined us here this evening for some awesome Arizona roller derby. On the track, ooh, geez, blink and you might miss her. Demi-automatic lead jammer for the Black team. Really making quick work of those blockers. We've got Sid Vicious wearing the star for the White team. Looks like Demi's getting recycled back by Beethoven and Red Hot there to the straightaway. This is her point scoring pass. Sid Vicious, I believe there was a no pack called at the front, so Sid does need to be let go. Sid almost able to find that inside line, realizes that she does step in and recycles herself back out. Getting recycled back there by Juliet Jane and D20. It's 2-on-1, although it does look a little out of play there from the announcer vision at least. And Demi-automatic calling it off after getting, looks like a total of 8 points. I'm gonna defer to the scoreboard. Looks like White was able to peel off 1 point there for a score of 86 total now. The Black with 4 points for 137. All right, we have Flip jamming for the black team. Flipper off. Begrudging jammer, but you know, we love to see it. I do love that Flip's number is 86 and she's flipping you off. So like, it's fun. It's a good vibe. Novocaine also pushing her way through against a strong wall of black defense. Takes off the helmet cover, but there was no lead jammer assessed. Looks like Helenati now the jammer of record for the white team. Now, Flip is your lead jammer because she did not take the helmet cover off and does call it off. Yes. Good job, Flip. That was a little risky, but it did get white team 2 points and they were not lead. So, you know, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was black team's 5th jam in a row that they were lead. But white team did get a couple of points. So, all right, we've got Skatey Katie and Mecca going up against each other. I feel like we've seen that matchup more often in the first half of this game than in this half. Skatey getting pushed to the outside. Mecca really trying to push the inside. Gets hit inside by Bully Holiday, who gets, I did not see the penalty, but gets a penalty for that. So we'll have one fewer white team blocker heading to the box. Both jammers at turn 2. Skatey Katie trying to get around Ammunition and is your lead jammer for the white team. Somebody's getting a back block. I'm not sure who. I heard Sherman call it. Skatey Katie, your captain of the white team, on her point scoring pass. I believe we have a black team jammer in the penalty box, so a power jam in favor of the white team. Skatey Katie going to capitalize on the last 10 seconds of that power jam happening. Lots of smiles as skaters come off the track. So that was a quick 2 points for the white team, bringing them up to 90. And again, they were going to have a power start. They're going to give that power start to Sid Vicious here. That's a great choice. It does look like Mecca is standing, so we will have 10 seconds or fewer of this power start. So Sid really does have to move quickly. I wonder if the team has talked about maybe any active offense that they might provide to her. Looks like black team did just take off, so Sid might be on her own. And then, of course, we do have Mecca that coming in from the penalty box, recycling behind Babe Toven. Sid Vicious on a point scoring pass. Woo, able to sneak through. I don't know if the black team was awake and they may not have seen her that time. Maybe she blended in. And now the pack pouring on speed to get out of Sid Vicious's range. Black team really trying to protect their points, but you do have to stay in play. Can't run too far. Sid up at the front of the pack. Mecca at the back. We'll see who emerges first. We do have a little bit of penalty box action happening back there too. Looks like Kalaka is about ready to come back in. Sid Vicious at the front of the pack behind D20 and Velasco Sauce as she gets her 4 points. Mecca with the helmet cover in her hand. Only about 40 seconds left in this jam and only 10 seconds left in the period. So this could be our final jam of the evening. It doesn't look like Sid is ready to call it. Looks like she just wants to get some points. I mean, don't we all, right? That's the whole point. Yeah, Sid looks at the clock and says, you know what, we're good, we're good. Nice 10-point jam there for the white team, bringing them to an even century. Black team able to peel off one of those points. So we've got a final score of black team 138, white team even 100 in this second game of the evening, second and final game. We're going to do a little round of high fives. Thank you so much for joining us.